Okay, I want to go over again how to do a regression. So I just have a scatter plot. First thing you're going to do after you turn on the calculator is go to the stat button. We're going to enter the data. So what I did is I entered the fat in L1, you can see it right here, and the calories in L2. Now, to graph it, if you want to see this data, you go to second stat plot, okay? First thing is I want to make sure the plot 1 is on. I have a scatter plot. I've selected that. X is L1, Y is L2. Now, before I look at that graph, don't forget we have to set the range. So I set the range for X between, I just put it between 0 and 25. You could even do it between 2 and 20, it would be fine. And just did a scale of 2. For Y, I just took it between 25 and 250. In other words, just enough to encompass the data that I had here. So let's graph it. So here's my graph of those data points. Is it lovely? Not really. But let's see if we can do a regression line for that graph. So what we do is first we go back to stat. We're going to calculate the regression, which is number 4. You can arrow down, or let me just go back. Stat calc. You can arrow down or just hit the number 4. Now, when you hit 4, you are selecting it. You need to hit enter to calculate it. Now I'm going to go, I want to see this in the form of an equation. So I go to y equals vars 5 EQ, enter. It put the equation that we calculated into y1 and graph it. And now you can see that the line, that's why I did a scatter plot. The line is the regression line, and the equation of the line is here. Now you might want to clean it up because I don't know that we need 10.3394 blah, blah, blah. We could probably just say 10.3x plus 72.7. So you could clean that up, but that's the equation, and here's the graph of the line or the linear regression, and here are the data points for this data table, just like that.